Welcome to Dhane's Desk. This is a special edition. We will be doing a local business digital marketing audit. And the ultimate point of today's video is to talk about what we can do to leverage digital technologies to get your business in front of more customers. As always, we'll be taking a business from the newspaper that is currently running ads. Why? Because those are the players. Those are the business owners that are actively looking for customers and they're putting their money where their mouth is. So since they've already put the work in to put themselves out there, let's see what we can do to help them get in better positions to get in front of more customers. Because at the end of the day, they got to generate more sales. They got to generate more revenue. With the ultimate goal, which is the ultimate purpose of business, is for them to maximize their profitability. All right. So let's go ahead and dive on in. Now, one of the reasons why a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners or successful entrepreneurs and business owners are able to maximize their profitability is because of the marketing systems that they use and the digital technologies that they leverage, in this case, for digital marketing. So because of that, they are able to constantly and consistently put themselves in position to get in front of more customers, because the more customers they get in front of, the more opportunities to increase sales they present to themselves, which means the more revenue they can earn, and obviously with some good financial management and some good leadership, they will be able to maximize their profitability. So if that sounds within the ballpark of why you clicked on this video, then you are in the right place. Because the reality is you can have a great product, you could be the best on the market, but the reality is if you're struggling to get in front of more customers so you can increase sales and revenue to maximize your profitability, then what good is having the best product? One of the best pieces of advice I remember coming across in my journey was, people don't do business with the best, they do business with the best known. And to become the best known, that means you have to have some proper marketing in place. And so in this day and age, in this digital world, in this digital economy, you can no longer take your digital presence for granted. You got to watch it like a hawk, no different than if, you have your brick and mortar storefront. So the same effort that you put into making sure that you're presentable, making sure that you're findable, making sure that you have good offers, making sure that you are compelling enough for people to want to do business with you in your brick and mortar location. You got to do the same thing for your digital storefront. So that's what we're going to be talking about today with this audit. We got 5-part audit, digital marketing audit. We got a checklist for you to follow as well. And again, these 5 elements aren't anything new per se. But just how we go about evaluating them might be a little different than what you've seen in the past. Because the good news here is by the time we go through this, finish going through this video, going through this process, I should say, you're gonna have a clear path to success when it comes to your digital marketing. You'll know the specific things that you need to be paying attention to in order to make sure that your digital footprint is more findable, making sure that you're able to reach more customers, making sure that you're able to get in front of more customers, with the ultimate goal of you being able to convert them into paying customers who you can then, turn into advocates that go out into the world and tell people about how great you are. But in order to do that, you gotta proper marketing systems in place. So one of the things that I've done in my journey so far is I've spent time studying some of the top marketers, top digital marketers, top entrepreneurs, top business owners across different industries and niches. And one of the things I've realized, specifically when it comes to their digital marketing, is for the most part, they're all pretty much running a similar system. They're all pretty much utilizing a similar framework. And the best part about it is you can imitate the same thing, the same frameworks, the same marketing systems that they're utilizing in their global brands and in their companies to, be multi-million dollar and in some instances billion-dollar companies. And your, quote unquote local brick and mortar company, you can do the same thing that the big dogs are doing, as they would say. But you just gotta know what they're doing, and that's what we're gonna be talking about today. So again, with this 5-step digital marketing audit, by the time we're done here, you're gonna know the specific areas. You're gonna be able to identify, the areas of strength and the areas of improvement in your own digital footprint, so that you can put yourself in a better position to get in front of more customers and maximize your profitability. All right, so let's go ahead and dive on in. So as always, the companies that I like to review are the players. Are the companies that are actively advertising, in the newspaper or any print local print publication. In this case, this business is from Sunday edition of the Daily Breeze, which is one of our local newspapers, and I'm thankful to have the opportunity, I was thankful just to have had the opportunity just to find them, and now go through a audit. So if you're this company and you get some value from what I've shared, then please feel free to reach out. I love the opportunity to help add more capacity to your operation by helping you leverage digital technologies to get in front of more customers so you can maximize your profitability. But if you're just a business owner or entrepreneur yourself and you're just looking for some digital marketing strategies, some tips, some tools that you can just utilize within your own business to help you get a step ahead of the rest so that you can get in front of more customers and increase your profitability and maximize all that stuff, then, buckle up, because you're in for a ride. So let's go ahead and get to it right now. So today's company is called One Way Heating and Air Conditioning. They're based out of Torrance, California. Here's what they look like above the fold. And as always, like I said before, I found this company in the Daily Breeze. And so, again, they print ad, color as well, I believe. And so it was like, yeah, this is one of the companies. So just off of just the initial viewing, again, we already see some good things in that, we see business information, we see phone numbers, we see call to action buttons, we see forms. We do see some content in the header. I mean, in the this is the hero section, but above the fold, we do see some content. We do see a little bit more content than the previous audit. We see some services. We see some testimonials and some reviews. We see another form. We see some links to, or just some partners in success. And at the bottom here, we see some social media links, more business information, more links. So off just initial riff, congratulations on just establishing this, because you'd be amazed how many business owners don't even have this, especially local businesses, especially a lot of local brick and mortar businesses. So pat yourself on the back there. And let's go ahead and dive on in. So first, I like to start off with the market analysis. So that's identifying some primary keywords, establishing some monthly search volumes, establishing some monthly search value, and then obviously establishing some customer value. So let's just do the customer value first. So they're in Torrance, California. So we can do a quick search, Torrance, California HVAC cost. So we want to identify what it costs to put in an HVAC system. So it says the average cost to hire an HVAC contractor is between $50 and $150 per hour. So let's go ahead and get a little bit more HVAC system installation. Let's see what the installation cost. So let's just see what we come up with here. So it says in Torrance, California, installing a new HVAC system can cost anywhere from $10,000 to $25,000 or more, with an average of around $17,500. So we'll use our average number as a baseline. So now we know that the average customer value in this case is about $17,500. And then now let's go ahead and establish some keywords. So I just started off with Torrance HVAC. And as we see here, estimate ballpark is about 170 searches. And the So we got roughly estimated monthly search volume for the United States. We got about 170 per month. And then cost per click, Google ad campaigns is about $11.95. So we take $11.95. Do some quick math. We're going to take $11.95. We go times that by 170. And that's going to give us $2,031.50. We'll just keep it $230 to keep our math simple. So then we know our estimated monthly search value is, what did we say? 2030. Then we know that our estimated was 170. And then our primary keyword was Torrance HVAC. Now, so now just off just that brief basic analysis here, and then again, just do another just brief market analysis. One of the things we do want to take a look at is just what the competition is looking like. So we see some sponsored ads here. We got two companies on the front page, 1 Hour Heating and Air, and Brody Pennell. Then we see we got our Google My Business listing. We got our 3-pack here. Then we have our search engine results. So obviously the Yelps of the world, the Angie list. So here's the next gen. So in the first position we have Yelp. Angie is 2. Next gen Air is 3. Hey, there they are right there. One Way Heating and Air, they're actually 4. So that's actually a very, 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 very positive point right there. So just off rip, we'll go ahead for search ranking. We're going to say first page. First page for primary. So PK is going to be primary keyword. So just PK. All right. First page, and then we'll just say the number 4 position. So already off rip, we have some very, very, very important data just to give us a little general understanding of where we're standing in this marketplace. So we know for One Way Heating and Air that for the keyword of Torrance, spelled that wrong there. So for Torrance HVAC, just the keyword phrase, I should say, of Torrance HVAC, that specific search has an estimate monthly search volume of 170 searches a month, which means that that's a estimated monthly search value of about $2,000. And the estimated customer value for an HVAC install in the city of Torrance is $17,500. Now, again, we do this just to kind of give ourselves a benchmark, a ballpark to work within, just so we can understand the value of the searches and as well as the value of our what our digital footprint can do to produce to help us increase sales and revenue. Because again, if we can get in front of more of these 170 people that are searching per month, obviously that's going to get you in front of more customers, which gives you more opportunities to increase sales and revenue. All right. Now, here's the thing about HVAC, and when you're in an industry and a business of this nature, which in a sense lends itself to cash, then you don't have to have a lot of volume. You know, you consider yourself a business that operates on low volume but high value. You know, high ticket value, because you're selling a high ticket value product. So you don't have to have a lot of volume coming in. So out of this 170, if you got 10% of that, it's about what, 17 people? If you got 10% of that, that's 17. if out of them 17, you know, per month you get, if 2 of them, you know, get a install for HVAC system, then that's 17.5 right there. Roughly, you know, just bump it up about 20, just under 40,000 a month, just off of two sales. So again, that's the power of your digital footprint. You know, don't just take it for granted and overlook it. You just gotta like be more methodical and strategic with it, and understand like why you know you want to put the time, energy, and effort into maximizing your ability to put yourself in the best position possible to get ranked and to get stand out online, and to get ranked and to stand out online, so that when these 170 people searching for Torrance HVAC, on a monthly basis are looking through these digital streets and these digital listings, and they're going to see your company. Obviously, you're already in a position to be seen because you're on the first page for this keyword. But once they get to your website, there's still more work to be doing. So let's go ahead and talk about that next section, which is the website. So again, when we look at the website off rip, again, congratulations on just having it. But again, there's always areas of strengths and areas of improvement. So again, the area of strength is just having it, having these basic elements, name, address, phone number throughout the site, because that's part of the formula, or one of the elements that the search engines are using to make sure that they're categorizing your site correctly. They're matching it with your business directory listings to ensure that this is a site that they want to show when someone is searching for Torrance HVAC in this case. But again, areas of strength already, like I said, just having a site, having it up and running, clean, modern design. Let's see real quick. Looks like it's definitely responsive. So good to go there. Now, when we look at your website copy, again, I see a lot of this for most companies. So don't think that you're only one doing this. Actually, most companies are doing this, but I like to call it the corporatees. 35 plus years of service experience. You gotta be mindful when someone's coming to a website, especially, you being a service provider like this, they're looking for a solution to a problem. They have a pain point. In this case, it's hot and the AC ain't working. So they want to, when they're landing on your website, you want to make sure, you identify, you're speaking to them. So, and by speaking to them, I mean, and you're talking about their pain point, you're talking about your solution, and you're giving them a simple plan that they can follow to do business with you. And ideally, you want to get that address above the fold here. So that's the area of improvement I would start off with here is, we want to make sure we utilize our content here. In this case, our headlines, this text copy and these call to action buttons, to our maximum potential. And our maximum potential in this case is, focusing on benefits, not necessarily features. So that's basically what I mean by corporatees. Corporatees is where you're just basically talking features instead of benefits, or you're talking about the product instead of the outcome that your solution provides. Your customer. Because again, customers operate off of feelings in this case, not necessarily logic. So we want to make sure that we're speaking to their feelings, to their emotions more than we're speaking to their logic. Because again, they're in pain, so they're not necessarily thinking logically in that regards. They're just trying to get this this pain remedied. So we want to talk about that. So that's what I would say here off copy. We want to make sure we include, obviously as well to our primary headline. I mean our primary keyword, along with content that's talking about the benefit that you provide the customer, not just the features your business has to offer. And in this next section here, again, I can already tell when we do kind of going through the website audit tools, analyzer tools, they're going to most likely say we can use more content because we can. And again, site structure. So H1 tags, you got your, so you have a trusted HVAC service company, but again, a trusted Torrance HVAC service company. Again, you want to sneak those keywords in as much as you can. Whatever your primary keyword is, especially when it comes to your headings, as well as your website copy. You always want to include, your keywords, because again, that's one of the ways that when the search engines are crawling your website to figure out, how to categorize it. That's one of the things it's looking at is how your page is structured in regards to your keywords. So include those there. And again, get away from the corporate serving area customers since 1985. Again, like people are trying to get a problem solved. They're not trying to hear about you talking about yourself. They want to know that you understand their problem and that you have the solution to it. And the more you can get to that, the sooner the better. So we want to get away from the corporate where we're talking about features or things about you. So it's not about you per se, that you've been in business for since 1985 and that you're based in Torrance per se, but it's more so you, like I said, you kind of have it here. When it's hot outside, we all retreat to our homes and businesses for relief. But what if the AC unit isn't working? Like, this is the type of messaging that you want to have front and center, like things like this. For example, this when it's hot outside, that would be some good copy that you want to have like right up here. You feel me? But again, let's keep it going. So we got the services section, which is good. There's some content here. But again, we want to utilize keywords and these tags and these keywords. Not these tags and these keywords, but we want to utilize our primary keywords and secondary keywords and these titling tags. You know what I'm saying? Like, maximize all opportunities. And then got some reviews here as well. So this is good. This is good social proof. And also too, good social proof here, being a Bryant factory authorized dealer, Better Business Bureau, good stuff there. So next, offers. I don't necessarily see any offers that you're making here. So offers in regards to, well, I guess maybe I'll just give you this one. You are making an offer to give them a free estimate. But again, you want to make sure you have clear offers for someone to take advantage of. Offers in this case being like, okay, like I said, get a free estimate. We have a 3-part project estimation system to make sure that you get a product that fits your unique needs, at a cost that works for you. If you make those types of offers. So calls to action, we got those. Free estimate, you got that right here. Free estimate. We want to get away from, passive call to actions like learn more and contact us, because again, we could be more direct and more specific. Next, lead capture system. You do have a lead capture system, which is what this form represents here and what this form represents here. So good work there. SEO on page and off page. So SEO. So right now we're gonna go click on your page source. I already had it pulled up. And for off page SEO, one of the first things I'll notice here is that in your in the meta, or in the head section of the website, your source code, you don't have keywords here. You don't have meta description or meta keywords right there. Definitely want to have that, because again, these little errors like that, not having your keywords, like all these elements are being factored into where Google, Bing, as well as all the other search engines are going to categorize your website. So you don't want to overlook these things, these simple elements or these simple errors that are easy to fix, and just you being mindful of. Now I do see a title tag here. I do see a description tag here. So even with these things, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So again, so now that we this also off-page SEO is just this, making sure your source code is on point, and again, your site structure is on point in regards to making sure that your title tags include your primary and secondary keywords, as well as your anchor tags. So that's the A, as well as any title text tags, which is your P tag. So on page SEO. So going back to on page is basically, again, what's actually on the site here. So again, we can include our keyword. We want to always make sure we include our keywords, do the best we can to include them in our title tags. I can tell this is an H1 tag because of the size. This is most likely an H2. But again, we want to make sure we include keywords, primary keywords here. Again, things like that. Keywords, primary keywords. So area of improvement, what I mean? We got to revamp your site. That's already go be a recommendation. So again, brief on page, on off page SEO. We already looked at those things. Now, content wise. So one of the things you can do, one of the tricks to find out how many pages you have indexed on the search engines, is to go to site, colon, and then put your URL in, hit enter. Then we can click tools here. Then we see 22. So Google has indexed roughly 22 pages from your website one-way air. This was your if you're not one-way air and you're another business, this is how you will find out how many pages have been indexed. Now, the reason why this is important is because, again, it tells you how many pages the search engines have indexed for your website. But then the next beautiful thing about it is you can go through and actually see what pages have been indexed. So as we see here, this is the home page. Then we see the products page. We see the financing page. We see the site map. We see services. We see contact us. We see services. We see about us. We see services. Now, areas we serve. Now, all of these things are very important. But remember when I was talking about site structure? Now, this is a plugin that I'm using on my specific site. It's called SEO Wallet. But the reason why I use it is to see how the site, the search engines are viewing the structure of your site. So as we see here, search engines see you got your original title, which is, or your meta title, which is this right here. Then meta description is here, but this is what's most important: your heading. So as we see here, your primary keywords aren't anywhere to be found within your structure of your website. So in this case, let's say if it was, so we're working with the primary keyword of Torrance HVAC. So as we see here, Torrance HVAC isn't anywhere. It's not anywhere. It's here, Torrance, HVAC service. But again, you're better off having your meta title being Torrance HVAC service, then your company name, One Way Heating and Air. Because again, people don't necessarily know you by name for your name to come first, but they do know that they live in Torrance. They need some HVAC services, so they'll type in Torrance HVAC services before they type in One Way Air. So again, that's why it's in your best interest to always lead with the keywords. So in your title, for example, Torrance HVAC service, then your company name, pipe, which is this symbol here, and then you want to put One Way Heating in there. Like same goes for all your other pages. So when it comes to products, so again, it's HVAC products. Get real specific with your titling, and even coming up here, because again, it's showing us that all right, we can use some improvement here, and even with your description here. One Way Heating and Air in Torrance, it's a Torrance HVAC service for residential and commercial customers. Contact One Way Heating and Air at 310-212-5554. Always lead with those keywords. All right, ladies and gentlemen, always lead with those keywords. So now we're going to go to content. So now we saw that we have 22 pages indexed for our website. But again, we want as many pages as possible. Why? Because you got to look at every page as a sales rep and an opportunity to get your business in front of more customers. So, exploit it. And you exploit it by creating content. Specifically, when it comes to SEO, your images, your videos, and your articles. So when it comes to the titling of these things, like that's an opportunity for you to maximize and exploit the keywords. So all your images need to include your primary keywords when you're uploading them to the site, to put them on the site. You want to make sure you have those, those primary keywords and those image titles, those alt tags, all that kind of stuff, because it helps in making it helps in allowing the search engines to see and know how to categorize your business, and ultimately leads to you getting to the better position than somebody that's not doing it, that's not crossing their T's and dotting their I's. So again, same thing with videos, same thing with articles. So real quick, let's look at a couple of website analyzing tools to see where you stand. So SEO Optimizer gives you a B minus. Then they got 15 recommendations. So as we see here, your on-page SEO is A minus. The links is an F. Usability a B. Performance is an A plus. Social is an F. So let's see what they're talking about. So what are the recommendations? So we'll just kind of briefly go through these and a couple of other elements. But again, it's saying that execute a link building strategy. So most likely you don't have any backlinks coming to your site. That's one of the most important components to improving your search engine ranking, so that you increase your positioning, which ultimately is going to get you in front of more customers. So links. Make sure that you build those backlinks. Where it says we want to reduce the length of our title tag. We want to shorten our meta description. We want to make greater use of header tags. So again, on-page SEO, and it's telling you on-page SEO, on-page SEO, on-page SEO. So our title tag, our meta description, our header tags, those all factor into our on-page SEO score. Then it's saying low priority items. We'll just leave them at low priority items. So again, it says your on-page SEO is good. But again, we can improve our title tag. We can improve our meta description. This is what, the search engine result preview, as we saw. But again, utilizing those keywords. So Torrance HVAC service, one-way heating and air. Torrance HVAC service. Torrance HVAC service for residential and commercial customers. One-way heating and air. Call us at 310, you know what I mean? Like, those things you want to incorporate within the confines of the word counts, of course. And again, header tags, it's telling us right here, we our frequency. So again, we gotta use more header tags, as well as making sure we include those primary keywords. Letting us know our use of our keywords, or that we've been able to find. So service, HVAC, so HVAC is service. We are utilizing those across the board. So title, meta description tag. So again, it's telling you, in a sense, like, when the search engines are trying to come up with a score as to what your website looks like from a SEO perspective, these are the factors that it's looking at, and it's the frequency, and like where you're using these keywords, and how you're, as well as keyword phrases. So air conditioning, heating and air, heating air conditioning, repairs and maintenance, free services. It's all right here. Another area of improvement. So when it comes to rankings, what is it telling us? One-way heating and air conditioning is saying that you are so one-way heating was test. One-way heating. Booyah. Number one position for one-way heating. See something. So one-way heating actually has 720 searches estimated per month. So that's even higher. So it looks like you chose a good name for your company. But again, going back to title tags. But again, if your primary keyword now is one-way heating, then you cooking with grease, because that's what you're leading with right there. So if that's what your primary keyword is, cooking with grease. But nevertheless, so as we see here, we just did a quick check. So we saw that one-way heating is getting about, this tool says it's getting about 780. This tool says it's getting about 720, so over 700. Now it's saying that out of, you're in the number one position, which you are. Then it's saying that you are getting about 268 searches out of the 880. So roughly that is what? So 268 divided by, we'll just say 7. We'll just go with the numbers here. So 880. So you're getting about 30% of the traffic. So that's good. So you're getting about 30% of this traffic right here. But again, if you're getting 30% of that traffic, and we know we're getting, which is 200, but roughly, if you're getting 268 people coming to your website on a monthly basis. This is excellent. You got good traffic. So these are the keywords that is bringing in the traffic for you. So these are the keywords you want to double down on, in a sense, which you in a sense have because of the nature of your name. So good job there. Very, 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 very good job. But then we just see what your position is for some other keywords. So one-way air, your number 2 position. So you're in top 3 in a lot of AC repair, Torrance, California. Good top 3 and top 2 for local air conditioning searches in Torrance, California. Bam, Torrance HVAC. You're in the 2nd position, 170 searches. And again, you're getting some good search volume. So pat yourself on the back right there. Just since whoever chose the name, they need a raise. If it wasn't you, the owner, or if you are the owner, you create that name, pat yourself on the back because that was a good win right there. Total traffic from search. This shows you the estimate traffic volume your page receives from its keyword rankings. So you're getting about 947 searches a month. 947 people coming to your website from the keywords that the pages on your website is ranked for. So going back to page count. So all these, when it says position here, so all these represent pages that you've created on your website. And again, these pages have ranked them. So again, once you do your keyword research, once you get clarity on these, the keywords that you're ranking for, as well as the ones that you want to rank for, then it's like you got to build a web of content so that you stand out and get noticed on the web. Whoops. So yeah, kudos there. But again, one area, as we can see, so we got to work on our backlinks. So it looks like you do have some links. Maybe they're just saying the quality of them or the domain strength of the links. But now you got some yellow pages, Chamber of Commerce, Insiders. So you got some good pages. So like I said, your pages you got some backlinks. Maybe they just hating on you. But nevertheless, as we can see here, and looking pretty good, I'll say that, compared to some of the things I've seen. But this is what's most impressive right here. And again, these are free tools that you guys can tap into just to get a general understanding of where your digital footprint stands. Is it working? Is it generating traffic? Are you attracting, customers? Are you getting in front of more customers? And in this case, you are. So there's always room for improvement. But again, you're already there. So you're getting close to 1,000. So we can bump this up. So good stuff one way here. So let's go ahead and talk about, so again, when it comes to your images, your videos, and your articles, these are all, tools you can use specifically when it comes to SEO to put yourself in, to give yourself more opportunities to be indexed, get yourself in front of more customers. Again, we already looked at your search engine rankings. You're doing pretty good. Already on the first page for your, in this case, our primary keyword being Torrance HVAC, but if it was one-way air, you'd be number 1. So good job there. So next, business listings. I did notice a Google My Business listing for you. I did notice a Yelp listing for you. So you got 73 reviews on Yelp, good thing. You got 29 reviews on Google My Business, good stuff. Now, your Facebook page, the link coming from your website, this is where it bumps you to. So this is something you want to look into. The content isn't available right now. When this happened, usually because the owner only shared it with a small group of people. So again, your page just might not be available to the public, which is important because, again, if somebody was trying to, search for a business on Facebook and they type in, HVAC Torrance or air conditioning company Torrance or one-way heating, your page wouldn't show up, which is a missed opportunity to get another customer. What is next? So we got Google My Business, you got your Yelp, and the reviews. Now, a little trick with the reviews. Ideally, you want to push your reviews to one platform, just to make things more efficient for you when it comes to you getting reviews, but also too to help improve your search engine rankings. In this case, you're showing up in a 3-pack. So you got a Google My Business listing, but you're not in the 3-pack for Torrance HVAC. So that means that what can we do? So when we just look here, we see that we got you just gotta outmarket them in regards to, all right, they got their HVAC contractors. They got 4.9 reviews, 4.8 reviews, 4.9. So again, reviews is going to factor into this. So you got to get up to, you got to get at least 195 reviews. Business. So name, address, phone number information is important. But again, it's another area you can, keyword stuff. So you see heat and air conditioner company offering installation and repair services, air conditioner company. So again, Torrance HVAC services for commercial, residential, and commercial customers. Keyword stuff, baby. Obviously too, these buttons are important. So again, that's an area of improvement. We can improve our reviews there for our business listing. So think of it like this: you got 73 reviews on Yelp, 4.4. So this lets me know that you do, whether you're asking people to leave reviews for you, which you most likely are doing, or you're just doing such a good job for the most part that people are just inclined to leave a review, so that you're already doing some good in that regard. So now I was just taking it to the next level. But again, think of it like this: you guys, if them 73 Yelp reviews was on your Google My Business profile, then you would have over 100 reviews there, which is getting you, which would help factor into improving your position and get you into this 3-pack right here. So again, we can improve our reviews. We know that. Now, and others. So when it comes to just your business name, One Way Air, looks like you are on. I did see that you were on some other platforms. One Way. Let's look at you formally. So One Way Heating and Air. You're on Yelp. You're on Angie's List. You're on Nextdoor. Got to improve. I mean, we got to fix your Facebook profile. But then here's another company. So in Midland, Texas. You're not in Texas, but again, someone else has that name. What else are you on? We're going to go on the second page. You're in, obviously, Better Business Bureau. So yeah, there it is right there. Yellow Pages. So all being on all these additional business directories factor in your backlinkings for SEO, but also too your search engine ranking. All these links factor in. All right. Social media. So we already addressed your Facebook page. You got to get that fixed. I didn't find the Instagram, Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter. I didn't find you there. I didn't find a YouTube. I didn't find a TikTok. But again, don't take social media for granted, because as with everything else, social media is an opportunity for you to post content. But without all the content that you post, that's just another opportunity for you to keyword stuff. So pad your keywords, ladies and gentlemen, and creating content. So things as simple as, in your case, One Way Air, action is always important. So getting videos of you in action, getting photos of your team in action, behind the scenes, quick how-tos or just quick problem solution action videos, like anything of that nature. Process-based videos, before and after pictures, all that kind of stuff matters. But again, when you're posting these things, like, that's an opportunity for you not to just to post the content, but again, pad and stuff them keywords. So create your social media pages and start posting content. Last but not least, I didn't find any display ads between the social networks or on Google for you. So that is something to consider down the line. But all in all, like, that's the end of the audit. Let's go through our checklist. So now let's get to our recommendation. So the first recommendation would be improve our copy, make content more compelling. So if we go back to, this is another website tool. So again, 82, which is pretty much B. Overall B, and overall B. But again, you want to look at a couple of different free tools just to see things are consistently showing up as either a problem or a solution, or area of strength or area of growth. But also too, you'll be able to see things like how your website looks on a mobile compared to a desktop, which is important because if it's not coming out properly, then you want to fix that. But again, content is important, because you look here on the mobile side, you don't see the form. You do see this content copy right here. So that's why this content copy needs to be compelling. It needs to include your keywords, but most importantly, it needs to speak to your customer. Speak their message. Use language that's familiar to them. It was this one. So it doesn't say that was actually the other one. All right, so I was looking for something about the content, but that was actually on another tool that I used the other day. But today it wasn't working for us. So usability, you get a B. Again, this is how you show up when people are looking at your. And again, you want to be conscious of these things and know. You want to know how you're looking up, and you want to know how you're showing up. How your digital footprint is showing up when people are searching, because again, you might think it's one thing, but it's totally different, which is you missing out on business, because again, we've already quantified it. If you got an average customer for install that's about 17,500, then everybody that comes to your every customer that you're able to attract and get in front of, and that comes to your website, that's just an opportunity for you to 17.5, ladies and gentlemen. So how many of those did you need a month? Especially since we can see that you're actually getting traffic. So I would very much be interested in an opportunity to work with you guys, because you guys are doing some really good things, and it's just about just enhancing some of the things you already got going. So again, recommendations. Number one, we're going to improve our copy, make our content more compelling. We're going to add more content. Second thing we want to do is, I would say, we want to improve SEO. So when it comes to our on page and our off page, pad the keywords. So we want to obviously start off by doing some keyword research, identifying some keywords. And again, we've already kind of seen that here. The keywords that you're already ranked for, and the traffic that they're getting, and the traffic that you're pulling from them. So again, this is very, very big. So again, so we see here you're getting 28 of the 170 for Torrance HVAC. So again, how many of these are converting into customers? So how much of this? So this is actually good for you guys, because you can actually now do some real math and see like, okay, you're pulling in. So out of the 9, so think of it like this: you get 9,000. I mean, not 9,000. You're getting just under 1,000 people coming into your digital storefront on a monthly basis. Out of that 1,000 people that's coming into your digital storefront, how many of them are you converting into customers? Like that would be that would be an answer I'd be interested in hearing. And that's a very important KPI that you need to understand as a business owner in order for you to move forward. So again, we want to improve our SEO, pad the keywords, improve our traffic. Next, and again, going back to padding those keywords, so we got things like images, videos, articles, on page, off page, so our headings, meta descriptions, our title tags, keyword stuff. Next recommendation, we want to create social media profiles, connect to the website. Because again, just like the business listings help with your backlinking, so do social media pages. They help with your backlinking. The more you have coming in and everything is consistent, across all these platforms, the more the search engines think to themselves, like, yeah, when it comes to people searching for Torrance HVAC, we want to put one-way heating and air up front and center, because everything we search is pretty much consistent with what this customer is looking, what this, searcher is looking for. So number 4, the 4th recommendation would be to optimize business listings. So when it comes to optimizing your business listings. So when it comes to optimizing your business listings, what I mean by that is going back to Google My Business, and again, keywords. So your description, from your, I guess you really can't see it here, or your about section. There it is. Again, adding, more, filling out as much as possible when it comes to your offerings. You want to, there was a spot, I don't see it here, but there's a place for you to type in, what you're about. So in there, you want to, in that section there. So again, latest, you're making posts. I can see you're making posts, good stuff. But again, include those keywords as well. And there is a place for you to write something here. Again, we want to add labels. So we just got to optimize. We want to add more images, and again, more images and videos, specifically images and videos. And again, we want to get more reviews. That's what we want to do by optimizing your business listings. And last but not least, post content consistently on social media. So when it comes to posting content consistently on social media, I understand it could feel overwhelming up front. Seems like a lot, and it is a lot, but with a simple plan of execution and just some consistency, you can get a lot of this stuff done and a lot sooner than you think you can. But most importantly, it's not as difficult and challenging as you think it is when you have a plan. All right. So take the time, do your research, do your planning, and execute. Don't get bogged down on thinking that you need to be an expert or any of those things. And if, as we've seen with this company specifically, one way or they're actually doing a lot of good things. So I like seeing that, because again, it's just about enhancing. You don't necessarily have to start from scratch, start from the bottom. So on that note, we'll go ahead and end it there. So it's been a pleasure. If you made it this long, no, it's probably seems like a lot, but it was well worth it. So if you got any value, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you got any questions, use the comment section, reach out. I'm here to help. And, if you're ready to get started, if you'd like to put yourself in, if you'd like to leverage digital technologies to get in front of more customers so you can maximize your profitability, then I would love to help. Feel free to go to the site, DhaneCrowley.com, schedule a call, reach out to me. Let's make it happen. On that note, I want you to make it a great day.